It's that squad sound.
Nash is mad now.
But it's all good though.
All right. Did you see the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I peeped. Yeah, if you want to call it that, but yeah, I peeped it out. You know what I'm saying? I peeped it out.
What you think?
Tom Brady, the GOAT, man. I don't
You
even
think
like
Brady's the
I
GOAT?
don't like Tom Brady, yo.
Hold up.
Go.
I look. I'm gonna let you speak your piece, but you are on record now. Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Yes.
Put that in my notes. I'm gonna put that in my notes now. Don't flip flop when they come over here and kill you now.
Man, unfortunately,
he's like they can't say nothing about them 7 rings, Candy.
Man, look, man, I've been saying Joe Montana's the best. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even give a fuck about the rings. I was still saying Joe was the best, but Joe left the 49ers and couldn't get the job done with the Chiefs. Tom Brady got the job done with the Bucks. It ain't too much I can say, man. That man the GOAT, man.
So I mean, give us more of that though, like, because for a while there, people were saying it was the system he was in. Remember they used to say that, man.
It still is the system. I'm not.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It still is the system.
Well, he's not with Bill Belichick no more.
Nah, but he had the same players, and it's the same format that he was doing in New England. He was doing in Tampa Bay. The coach Bruce Arians had said, "I let Tom do his thing on offense. He called his own plays, and they running the same shit that they was running in Tampa." They had the whole Tampa offense. They got Gronk. They got AB.
You mean the Patriots?
Yeah. I mean the Patriots offense. They running the whole Patriots offense. You know what I'm saying? Because they got all of the old past players. I mean, I don't know, man. It just seemed like it's the system, but he can take the system somewhere else and still run with it. You know
I thought that was the most impressive thing. For the people who were saying like, hey man, you can put anybody over there with Belichick and they're gonna be a winner or either a contender, right? But we've never seen anybody do what Tom Brady is doing right now especially at this stage of his career, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling somebody prior to it, I was like, man, I like to see Mahomes go back to back. I said, but right now we're gonna see the young lion go against a future first ballot Hall of Famer, no questions asked. He'll have to commit a heinous crime for them not to let him in the Hall of Fame on the first ballot. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or so what do you say for the people who said they cheated for Brady? Talk to me about that.
Shit, I'm a Saints fan. They did cheat for Brady. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Bro, you got to speak on that. You can't just say that and
no. Okay. With the Rona being, you know what I'm saying, what it was, the Super Bowls in Tampa, it's only right we get a Tampa team. We can be able to sell out as much as we can for this Super Bowl because we can't have a lot of people here. It just seems like it fit right, you know what I'm saying, for that story, for that narrative. Now, can I prove it? Hell no. So I mean, I guess if you can't prove it, it ain't really true. But that's just my assumption of it. I still say that it still came down to the game. They had to play that game in the Super Bowl, but him getting there, I think he had a lot of help, in my personal opinion.
You talking about in this game right here or the one that was before this one?
No, the games leading up to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like once they got there, I think it was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, the Chiefs versus Bucks. But I think they had a lot of help getting there. They wanted to make sure that Tampa Bay made it to the Super Bowl.
Now, why do you say that though? Like, what did you see happening that made you say, "Hey, man"? Like, give us something tangible that we can look to.
I mean, shit. Just the Saints game. It was a lot of penalties being called that was eyebrow raising.
You talking about the year you guys went, or you talking about this season? Right?
No, I'm talking about this season. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they played the Saints in the playoffs and shit. That game was kind of shaky. The Green Bay game, I don't really know so much, you know what I'm saying? But that was still I didn't catch most of that game to say. I know I caught the Saints game and I seen the referees in the game leaning towards them like how it used to be with New England. So I mean, like I said, in knowing that Tampa Bay was hosting the Super Bowl, it was almost only, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a shooting, like I said. Gotta make sure they make that money, man.
But but couldn't they make the money if Dallas was in the Super Bowl?
No.
Why not? It's Dallas.
Yeah, but you know
I'm
the
playing devil's advocate here, right?
that's what I'm saying. But it's the travel restrictions. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So if Florida's open and we got a Florida team here, you know we able to sell tickets up in this month.
Atlanta's open. Texas is open.
But the Super Bowl is being held in
Oh.
Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It's being held in Tampa. It's a Tampa team. It's only right we get them because I know their fans gonna come out. Like, okay, say if New Orleans is a prime example. New Orleans is like phase 0 or some shit like that. They shut the fuck down right now. So if they made it to the Super Bowl, you know the chances of fans traveling to Florida, how hard that was gonna be for them. You know what I'm saying? With all the restrictions going on. So that's what I think. I think it just made more sense, better for business to have the team that's the host city and the host team host everything. You know what I'm saying? I just think, in my personal opinion.
Okay. King Asia Mav joins the panel. What up, man? So talk to us, man. Did you see the Super Bowl?
Yes, up until the third quarter, and by then I pretty much was able to predict the ending. So it was like, I didn't see the confetti fall. I watched the playback on the post game.
Oh, you ain't see the confetti fall? Let me show you what it looked like. Let me show you how your boys was looking, man. The boys were looking like champs. And you know who they gave the trophy to, right? You guessed
Yeah,
it.
like I said, I was able to do the psychic network from the third quarter. I knew who was going to be the MVP. I didn't see Kansas City scoring, making it interesting. You know,
Man, I thought that defense was should have got the damn MVP. Shit, boy, they was on them, weren't they?
yes, definitely
They
that
were
secondary.
on them. They was like, you ain't getting none of that shit off this year, bro. We been watching your tapes. You ain't getting none of that off.
Yeah.
And he didn't. They didn't score one touchdown. Not one touchdown, man. So King Asia Mav, let me ask you: is Tom Brady the GOAT? That's the question.
I'm assuming you're talking about football.
Yeah, I mean,
He,
he can be the greatest in boxing. I get it.
well, no, see the narrative that the reason why I say that is the narrative they painting out there now. Even Stephen A. Smith and I believe what is the 49ers called? Not Joe Montana, Steve Young. I saw a little on the playback a little of the post conference with the ESPN crew that was there, and they was like throwing them up there with Ali, Jordan. These are names he said directly. And you got to consider him greatest of all time, not just in football. So that's why I said what I said. But just keeping it in the football parameters, no. In the short answer, no.
Okay, go with that though. You got to go with that. He got
I'll
7
get
rings. Why is he not the greatest
well. I
in
mean,
football?
right. In football, it's pretty much piggybacking on what Supreme was just speaking on.
No, Supreme said he is the greatest.
Well, I mean, he could say he's the greatest, but I'm talking about as far as the shenanigans that from 2002 on up to now, it's just been so too much fishiness. This gate, that gate, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The dude get his meal delivered to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fix be in with Brady, and that's not taken away from. Do he have the skill set to be a good quarterback? Yes, but the greatest quarterback? No. I would if you have a shootout with him and Dan Marino, take the officiating out the game. I think Marino would get him. I think Joe Montana would get him. I believe Warren Moon would get him. you know, and that's just to name a few.
Well, the name of the game is winning a championship, though, and nobody's ever done it like this guy. You don't, he's been in shootouts. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who can throw the ball the hardest or the fastest or how quick you can run or things like that. It's about, do you get that win when it counts at the end of the day? Would you agree?
Yes, sir. With the help of the officiate.
Elaborate. Go deeper on that. Pause.
Okay, well, we're gonna start Exhibit A, Tuck Rule. They shouldn't even been in the Super Bowl. You
You said
know,
the tuck rule.
yes, sir. The Tuck Rule.
Enlighten me and
That
the
was
listeners who listening on what exactly that means.
uh, well, it was a rule they made up on the fly when they were playing against my Raiders. I have at the time, St. Louis Rams because they were representing St. Louis, and I didn't have my Illinois home at the time, so I was predominantly here in St. Louis. But they were playing against the Raiders, and Rod Woodson got a legitimate sack on Tom Brady. He fumbled the ball. The Raiders was up by 4 points, something like that. They were winning, and it was about a minute something left in the game. Rod Woodson sacks him. He fumbles the ball. The Raiders recovered. They took about 2 minutes of officiating going. Well, longer than that. I'd say probably about 10 minutes. And then they came back with a rule saying, "Oh, he was tucking the ball, and that's not a fumble." And the rest is history. The Patriots went on, sent it in overtime, and won the game. And then it's just been a bunch of, the Flake Gate, Spy Gate. Just been too much stuff, too much fishy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and you was right. Your point is right. Winning the championship is the ultimate goal. But from what I could recollect, in 3 of those championships, it went down to the kicker. The kicker saved the game, saved the game for him. It wasn't off the strength of his arm.
You got to have that quarterback to get you in that position, though, man. You got to have it's a group effort. You know what I'm saying? And the
Right,
quarterback is the leader of the team.
right,
Cause,
right.
'cause if he
Yeah.
was down, if they was down, what these guys were down, 20 some points, almost 20 points. Come on,
No,
like
I mean,
the kicker
Can I
can't save you. Then is
can I
my
can I
point.
pose a question?
Shoot.
Okay, so we was what King Angel Math was talking about was they were saying Brady's the greatest and he needs to be compared to other greats as far as Muhammad Ali and Jordan or whatnot. I think that's crazy. As far as with Jordan won 6, won MVP every time, never lost. So that you can't compare to that. Now, as far as comparing to Muhammad Ali, that it is some I can see some comparisons, but the difference is Muhammad Ali was a champ and he went against a country. He stood up against a country that, you know what I'm saying, considered him a second class citizen. And in doing that is what made him the great that he is. It was nothing that he did inside the ring. Now, the reason I say that they're comparable is because Tom Brady had that same opportunity with what just happened with the other side storming the Capitol and everybody going crazy for Trump. Now, if he would have studied up and said Trump's my guy and backed him up like Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying, studied up for what he believed in, then I could compare them a little bit. But he didn't, and he went real solid. So that shows me that you're not really gonna stand on what you believe in when it comes down to it, when it get hot or when shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you can't be compared to him, in my opinion. So as far as football is concerned, yes, but everything else, hell no.
Yeah, my main thing is, as you can see it on the screen, is why I disagree with any comparison to somebody like a tennis player, or because that's an individual sport. Now, granted, you do have a team helping you prep and prepare, of course, but boxing is an individual, sport. It's not nobody blocking for you. It's no timeouts. It's no calling a challenge. With that said, Sir Senior joins the panel. What's up, big dog? They're asking, is Tom Brady the GOAT? Supreme B says yes. King Asian Math says no. What say ye?
I would say that it's a tough question. I don't even like calling somebody the GOAT because I know the symbolic meaning behind that. But you know, goat head, Baphomet, all of that. So greatest of all times, where that comes from. But anyway, we're saying he the best. He's the best is doing it now. I mean, nobody's winning like he was, so you got to give him his respect. But also, you got to understand that it's the same as like somebody playing in the NFL now, or somebody playing NFL years ago, somebody playing the NBA now, somebody playing NBA years ago. If I wave past you too hard in the NFL or the NBA now, it's a foul or some type of flagrant flag. Back in the day, they could literally ride your back while you trying to go down the court or down the field, and nothing's called. So it's a little tougher. So you gotta measure it out together, but you still gotta give respect that he's doing what he's out there to do, which is win. So you gotta give that respect.
If you can't mention the sport without that person's name in it, that would consider them a criteria to go. Like, can you really mention the NBA without saying Michael Jordan? Can you really have a conversation in pro football without mentioning Tom Brady?
Tennis without Serena.
Exactly.
Yeah, the name of the cartoon was Pro Sports too. Yeah, it was called Pro Sports. And I remember that growing up.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, shoot, let's move it on. Let's move this thing along, man. We going into the second half of the show. Let's wrap this thing up.